Hello, everybody. My name is Mercedes Alvarez Johnson. I am going to be transparent, yes, with this video. I want to thank everybody that's watching and looking. Um, don't worry about nothing else that's going on with my glasses, which I tilt to the side, my hair, which is a few days old. But hey, guess what? I'm still here. I am still here. And yes, I am still here and I am smiling. I just want to touch bases a little bit about what's been going on with me. I lost my mom in September of this year, 2021, and we will be going into a new year tomorrow. I haven't been on Facebook for a couple weeks. My Instagram is still up. I haven't really been motivated with just putting the books out there or with the shirts that I was making. I just really been kind of on a standstill. Kind of felt empty, with my mom not being here. But today I'm able to talk to you guys just to be transparent, just losing my mom to COVID. Yes, I am a grown up. I am 34 years old. I was still living with my mom during the time we both ended up getting sick. But my mom has passed on. And now I am here. I was my mom's only child. So it's pretty hard for me. But I can say I am managing better than I thought that I would have been. Or shall I say, I'm managing better than others thought I would have been. Because when she passed, I felt emptiness. I couldn't find the flowers beautiful. I couldn't find the outside, a place to go at for fresh air. I just really felt empty. I feel now as if something is missing. Every now and again, I get that feeling as if the whole world has stopped. Even while I'm driving in a car or just going someplace, I'll get a blank thought in my head, a blank mind. It's quite strange, this feeling that I feel. It's different. It's very different than what I would have expected. Not only is my mom gone, and now I'm living with friends, but everything has changed. My purpose. Yes, I love Christ. I am a true believer, firm believer. It doesn't mean that I do not have feelings. It doesn't mean that I'm supposed to be this superwoman. My whole life has changed physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I'm doing everything that I can to stay afloat, to continue doing the things that I was doing when my mom was here, with my business. Building the Believer in You came from my first title, Birthing the Believer in You. So I have to continue to now build my own place of home. And it's a struggle due to medical issues and everything else that's going on. Not just with me, but in the world. Just trying to stick with confidence and to stick with consistency, especially when you have moved from one place to another place. And you just got to stay encouraged. You got to encourage yourself while you beating up yourself. because even though my mom is not here, from time to time I think about what I could have done better, not to help her still be alive, but to just be a better daughter. Sometimes I say to myself, did I show her that I loved her enough? Did she know that? Did she really understand that she was my everything? Because I did not notice how much my mom was a part of my life until now. It's just amazing the strength that God is continuing to give me day to day, even when I am at this place where I don't want to pray. I don't want to read my Bible. I listen to my gospel music to continue to stay near Him, if I would say. The struggle is very well real, because it's a battle. I am battling with knowing that God's way is best, and if He allowed her to go, that was best. And then I am struggling with the fact that, well, why couldn't He wait till I had my own place? I was able to stand on my own. The medical issue that I'm having is gone. Those questions of why. But at the end of the day, if I say I'm a believer, then I have to believe in His word. He will never leave me nor forsake me. Even when our mothers and fathers forsake us. So I'm going through a transition, a major transition. I'm bringing in a new year without my mother. Christmas came without my mother. I have my breaking points. I have my times when I just want to shut down. I have my me time when I just cry. I don't like to too much cry in front of people, which is not healthy to cry by yourself sometimes, because sometimes you don't really know, but you need a hug. You need somebody to let you know that you're not by yourself. And that's kind of hard for me, being that it was just me and my mom all the time. Yes, I do have my dad in my life. He's a great supporter. He's really been there for me this far. But being that I'm 34, I kind of see myself in what some would say a better situation. But my situation isn't bad. It's just life-changing. And it's just a struggle to adapt with living practically out of your car, because most of the time you guys can understand. And it's like you just not trying to make this my new normal of my living arrangements, but trying to make this my new normal without my mom. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And anybody that lost someone that was very close to them, that they were used to talking to every day, it's a struggle. Whether it's your mom, your best friend, your cousin, your sister. Because one thing for sure, anybody that you relied on and you allowed that to become your normal, it's very hard to cope with, because now your whole life has changed. Everything. The person that you talk to every day, the person that you always felt comfortable being around, that you could be yourself, that always told you was pretty, that you was beautiful, always gave you that confidence. And when you was down with something that's very big, like my own business, my mom was very supportive with that. She always would tell me, it's going to happen, and she always encouraged me to do more and to do better. And she always let me know that whatever I did, if it was something more than what I did on yesterday, it was good enough. And sometimes we have to understand that. Don't pile so much on yourself, because stress does take over your body. It's not healthy. So we have to learn how to cope with things in a healthy way. And learn how to say that today, that's all I'm going to do for today. That's it. Because we don't realize that when we add too much on ourselves, we tend to make it hard for those around us as well, because now we're grumpy. We have attitudes. We don't want to be friendly. We don't want to be loving. We're just lashing out. But anyway, sorry for the glare that's in my glasses. I just want to say to everybody, just be encouraged. I know eventually I will get back to where I was spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. And I know it's possible that it'll be even stronger, my spiritual walk now, because sometimes we don't even realize, but we kind of dependent on that one person. When we say God is supposed to be the center of our life, when somebody leave us, if God is the center of your life, you wouldn't want to leave this world because they left this world. Because He is supposed to be the center of your life, not another person or a thing. And that's something that I realized. And I had to question myself and ask myself, was I really making God the center of my life? And now I know what it is to make Him the center of my life completely. Because sometimes we tend to idolize people and things without even noticing that we're idolizing them. I miss my mama. I do. I really do. Um, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I do know my mama knew that I loved her. Regardless of the arguments, regardless of the disagreements, arguments and disagreements. Arguments, of course, if you had arguments, you was disagreements. But anywho, but yes, I do know that. But at the same time, the enemy will play tricks in your mind, have you replay all the bad times. But I remember when my mom was in the hospital, she told me she was proud of me at that moment, because how I carried myself, watching her go through the transition of not even knowing if she was going to make it out. And she didn't. But at the same time, I have to be strong, because I know she will want me to be strong. And also, I know that there's a purpose here for me. And as they say, for what I believe, she fulfilled her purpose. And I'm ready to fulfill mine. And I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing or tell you a lie. Because the truth is, if I could, I'd be with my mama. But the fact is, it's not my time. So, I'm here, and I'm going to make the best of it. And do the best that I can do to be a better me, a greater me, and to help build whatever is inside of anyone else that is great, that they believe in themselves, to build it in them. Building the believer in you, you, and you, to help whoever build whatever they believe of themselves in them, so that it can come out of them and be a big deal. A big deal. Because everybody has something with us, with inside of them, that is great. So you all be encouraged. I hope this encourage, inspire, and motivate whoever see this. And if you don't want to watch this, please keep scrolling. Don't be just looking at me and talking about what I should have did and don't nobody want to hear that. People be so rude and so mean with their ugly comments. They didn't even have to sit there and listen to it or look at it. That's what's crazy. Maybe it's just my face. Ooh, y'all see this forehead just a shining? Ooh, my goodness. Well, to everybody, God bless. And Happy New Year.